Okay, good evening, good evening. Good afternoon, everybody. Uh, Actually, good morning. It's not afternoon anywhere. So I want to get right down into what we're going to talk about today. And as always, what I really like to do is try to keep these down to 5 minutes. So let's dive in without further ado. One thing that I want to let you know is that if you want to watch your email today, if you don't have the PLR hackathon, I'm going to retire that product by the end of the day. So I may go to midnight central, midnight time on that, but midnight midnight Pacific time. So I will probably retire the PLR hackathon at that time, but I'm definitely retiring it today. That product will not be coming back. In fact, I will be covering a number of those things using the Extreme Accelerated. So that product is going away forever today. And if you check your email, you'll be able to get access to it. Tomorrow, we're going to be releasing Amazon S3 videos. So we're going to be doing our regular PLR. We're going to be back on our schedule starting tomorrow. So at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you'll be able to get access to Amazon S3. It's going to be 20 PLR videos where we just walk your customers through how to use Amazon S3. So make sure you are there to get it. As always, the price is going to be rising with every sale from the very beginning. So make sure you get your hands on it then. Also, if you are an Ultimate Insider, that product is going to be coming to you automatically. So you don't have to try to get it. So one question that I wanted to deal with today, and I got it from Bill, and he was asking the question of whether or not you had to go with something totally unique, or could you do your spin on an existing problem or one that's already been talked about. And I want to run through just a couple thoughts I have about that. And first of all, just right off the bat, the market's going to tell you better than anything, right? So if you have any doubts about whether or not you ought to release something, go ahead and release it, because the worst thing that can happen is that it doesn't sell, right? And probably one of the most forgiving markets that I know of is the make money online niche. I mean, you can have an absolute bomb one week, and then you can have a hit the next week. So I would say that if you have any doubts, the market is the best. It's the best judge as to whether or not your topic is a good one, and you really don't know until you launch it. I mean, you can test it out on people. You can have people say whether or not they would buy it, but that's not an indication until you put your sales page together and then you actually go out there with something wherever you launch it, right? You try to recruit affiliates, but if you get sales, then that's a good indication that your take on it was working. Um, and the other thing I would say is if you're using the product snowball, it does not really matter if it's your take on something that's already out there, because you're going to be coming right back with another product, right? You're going to be coming right back with your unique take on something. And so basically what you're doing is, remember, the product snowball means maybe you might release something, you're going to get 2 sales. Maybe you're going to release the next thing, it's going to get 5 sales. Maybe the next thing you're going to release is going to get 7 sales. You're not necessarily, when you're starting out, talking about getting, 1 million sales from the start. You're really just trying to snowball, and you're trying to build into the kind of vendor that somebody wants to promote, right? So until you do that, though, you can start by building a product snowball. And what happens is, remember, is that when people come in, right, you actually do get affiliates, you actually do get people who want to see your stuff. They'll come and start seeing some of your old stuff, and they'll buy that also, because you haven't changed. I mean, you're just as good as on your 10th product as you probably were on the first, meaning that your content's probably just as good. People just didn't know about it. So don't worry about if your product doesn't sell, right? So just release it. And again, when you start getting buyers and people start finding your old stuff, they'll then be able to get that older stuff. It'll be just as good to them, and it'll still sell for you. Um, and in terms of being unique, right? There's some people who just want to hear something the way you say it. You can release something and somebody else can release the very same thing, but the fact that you have a different take on it, or it's just the way that you deliver the content, some people are going to want to get it from you. And so one of the things that I would say is that you want to consider doing a video sales letter, not necessarily even fully because video sales letters are better, but really it's a chance for you to connect with people in a way you can't connect with them any other way. Now, I'm not against long copy. I think you ought to have copy that works, right? So if you want to have long copy, but I'm thinking that when you're trying to resonate with people, you can do that effectively on video. And so if you make sure you do a sales video, even if it's not perfect, doesn't have to be perfect. What you have to do is connect with people. And what you want to have people say in your sales video is that, that woman, that guy, he's real, right? I can relate to him. And you want it to come across as this person, right? This guy, this gal, she gets me, right? They understand me, and so because of that, they feel a kinship with you. That again, that will serve you well in terms of getting people to buy what it is you have to offer. So don't worry if it's similar to somebody else's. Go ahead and release yours because again, some people just want to resonate with you. Some people want to get it because you released it. Okay, so that's really it for today. If you are not part of our daily newsletter, make sure you can get there at theplrshow.com. You can pick up our daily newsletter. Also, if you are watching this on YouTube or someplace other than our Facebook group, you can join our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/PLR show. You'll be able to get on our live calls every day. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them here in the thread. Other than that, that is it for today. And again, be on the lookout later on for the hackathon that we're retiring out, and be on the lookout for Amazon S3 videos tomorrow. Thanks and have a great day.